How does SkillsLine make it easy to bring human skills instruction to a district or to a school?
Well, I'd say a couple of ways. The first thing is the framework. And, educators work from goals and objectives. So educators are used to doing that, and the framework is set up so you know which skill you're working on, and it's set up in a kind of a laddered fashion, which I think educators are used to using as well. And for this particular type of learning, I think teachers want to kind of bring it in small doses. The example I like to compare it to is that in the English curriculum in the school system where I was, at the beginning of every class, they would come in and up on the board would be 2 or 3 sentences or a paragraph. And there would be grammar mistakes in there, and the students would have to find the grammar mistakes. And then for about the first 10 or 15 minutes of class, there was a conversation about that. So they were learning about grammar and all that sort of thing in a way that was not so boring. That could be really boring. But when you bring in some questions, some things that get students to think for themselves in short little bits, then they will engage. And so I see what you're doing with your micro lessons as the same sort of thing.
What do you miss about the classroom?
Yeah, the interaction and the feedback with the students, and just being able to imagine where they might go in their lives. It's been so interesting to see students. Of course, I've been able to see students who've actually had careers and been in careers. And I was even able to invite some of them back to be speakers, to come to speak to other students. So that it's amazing when you see somebody and, hey, they really kind of struggled a little bit when they were in school. And one particular young man I can think of, he struggled a bit while he was in high school. He became a chiropractor. He came back to speak to the class about being a chiropractor, and he was so engaging, so real with the students. And he could say to them, hey, things aren't always easy, but, you can be successful.
Yeah, especially when you start to learn who you are, you get a certain level of maturity about who you are and acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
and you find what you're interested in. School doesn't always get you there.